Hello students. So we will continue with the anatomy of flowering plants. So in this we shall consider the anatomy of stem, root and leaves in plants. So first we will consider the anatomy of stem. In the anatomy of stem, first we will consider the anatomy of dicot stem. So here this is the chart that shows the various diagrams of anatomy of dicot stem. So the example of dicot stem here is sunflower, right? So sunflower stem can be taken as an example of dicot stem. So you can see the section here. This is called section, right? The section of dicot stem. So in this section of dicot stem, you can observe different parts. So I will write these parts here. Right. So the first one is the epidermis. Then there is hypodermis, the second part. Then there is cortex. Then after cortex, there is endodermis. Then after endodermis, there is pericycle. After that vascular bundles, and finally the last part is the pith. So these are the important parts that you can see in the section of dicot stem. So first, epidermis. So epidermis is the outer layer. So you can see here, this is the epidermis. It is the outer covering of stem, which is composed of single layer of parenchyma cells. So single layer of parenchyma cells on the outer surface, it forms the epidermis. On the epidermis, you can observe epidermal hairs. So you can see here, this one here. So these are epidermal hair which are observed on the epidermis. They are also called trichome, plural trichomes. Then below the epidermis, here, this part, below the epidermis, this part is called hypodermis. So hypodermis is located below the epidermis. So this is the epidermis, then you find this hypodermis. Now hypodermis is composed of which cells or which tissue? So here it is composed of collenchyma, right? So hypodermis of dicot stem consists of collenchyma tissue or collenchyma cells. So these are all collenchyma cells that exhibit corner thickenings. Then after the hypodermis, the next part is the cortex. So here you can see these cells here. So this is the cortex. So cortex is located below the hypodermis. Now this cortex, as you can see here, it is composed of loosely arranged parenchyma cells. So these parenchyma cells here, they form the cortex. Now these parenchyma cells exhibit large intercellular spaces. Then after cortex, the next part is the endodermis. So this one. So this is the endodermis. So endodermis is also single layer. It is composed of single layer of cells. Right? So basically these are again single layer of parenchyma cells. They form the endodermis. So endodermis is the innermost layer of cortex. After endodermis, the next part, it is called stele. So after endodermis, the inner cylinder or inner part, it is called stele. Now this stele is composed of the pericycle, the vascular bundles and the pith. Now here in this, you can see here, these cells here, even these cells here, they are the part of pericycle. So pericycle here, it is composed of sclerenchyma cells. After pericycle, the next part is the vascular bundles. So vascular bundles are the bundle of vascular tissues like the phloem and xylem. So phloem and xylem, they are present here in the single bundle and they lie in the same radius. That's why the vascular bundles here, they are called conjoint. Now you can see here, this is the vascular bundle. This green tissue here, it is the phloem. The pink vessels, they are xylem. This yellow patch of cells, it is cambium. So phloem, xylem, and in between that you find cambium. So this is one vascular bundle. So vascular bundle in case of dicot stem, it is conjoint and it is open type. So you find open type vascular bundles here. They are open type because you find cambium between the phloem and xylem. Cambium is a specialized meristematic tissue, and this cambium is responsible for secondary growth in the dicot stem. Then in the center, so here, so below the vascular bundles, so here you can see the cells. Those cells, they are loosely arranged parenchyma cells, right? So these loosely arranged parenchyma cells, in the center of dicot stem, it is called pith. So pith is usually located in the center of dicot stem, and it is composed of parenchyma cells. So that is about the anatomy of dicot stem. So we shall revise it once again. So epidermis is the outer covering. It is composed of single layer of parenchyma cells. So epidermis is the outer single layer of parenchyma cells. Below epidermis, the part is hypodermis. So hypodermis is located below the epidermis. Hypodermis is composed of cholenchyma. So in dicot stem, hypodermis is composed of cholenchyma. Cortex is located below the hypodermis. So cortex is composed of parenchyma cells. Then below cortex, the innermost part of cortex is endodermis. So endodermis is again single layer. So it is composed of single layered parenchyma cells. So endodermis is the end point of cortex. Then below the endodermis, what you can observe? Below the endodermis, there is a part called stele. Now this stele is composed of pericycle, then vascular bundles and pith. So the pericycle in case of dicot stem, it lies below the endodermis and it is composed of sclerenchyma cells. Below pericycle there is vascular bundles, right? So there are vascular bundles which are arranged in the form of a ring or in the form of a circle. Now these vascular bundles here, they are conjoint and open, whereas this xylem here is right. So vascular bundles in dicot stem, they are conjoint and open, whereas this xylem is endark. Conjoint. So in the previous video we discussed the meaning of conjoint. So xylem phloem in the same bundle, they lie in the same radius. It is called conjoined vascular bundle. Open type. So here vascular bundles are open type because there is cambium between the phloem and xylem. Then the xylem is endark. It is endark because the protoxylem faces the center. So in the previous video we discussed exarch and endark xylem. So exarch and endark xylem, they are classified on the basis of position of the protoxylem. So here protoxylem we can see, or here it is clear. These smaller vessels, they are protoxylem. These larger vessels, they are called metaxylem. So protoxylem is facing the center, so xylem is endark. And here, so below the vascular bundle, so this is one vascular bundle here, and below that you find these parenchyma cells, they form the pith, which is located in the center, right? So the last part is pith, composed of parenchyma cells, which is located in the center of stem. So that is the complete section of dicot stem. This is one single vascular bundle. So this is single vascular bundle. So here you can see now these cells, mass of these cells, it is the pericycle, which is composed of sclerenchyma. Below pericycle, this complete part here, it is the vascular bundle. So here the green part here in the vascular bundle, this is phloem. The pink vessels, they are xylem, and this yellow tissue here between phloem and xylem, it is the cambium. So vascular bundle here is conjoined and open, whereas the xylem is endark. So that is about the anatomy of a dicot stem. So here you may expect for a 5-mark question, explain the anatomy of dicot stem. So in that case you have to explain. So you have to explain these points, or draw a label diagram of section of dicot stem, a 5-mark question. So with this we shall conclude and we shall continue in the next video. Thank you. Hello students. So in this video we will discuss the anatomy of monocot stem. So monocot stem, in its anatomy, it shows the following details. So for monocot stem, we are taking the example of maize. Its botanical name is Zea mays. So when you take the transverse section or TS of maize stem or monocot stem, it looks like this. So this is the complete enlarged section. This is one single vascular bundle of monocot stem. Now here, if you see the structure of monocot stem, it is little simple when you compare with dicot stem. So here, the parts that we can observe, they are again the outer covering, right? The outer covering is epidermis. So epidermis is composed of single layer of parenchyma cells. Meaning is same. So outer layer is epidermis, which is composed of a single layer of parenchyma cells. Below epidermis, the next part, it is the hypodermis. Now this hypodermis here, it is composed of sclerenchyma cells. So here you can see hypodermis is composed of sclerenchyma cells in monocot stem. Then below the hypodermis, the complete part here, the part below the hypodermis, it is the cortex. So cortex in case of monocot stem, it is composed of parenchyma cells. In the cortex, there are vascular bundles. So these are all vascular bundles which are scattered or they are spread in the cortex. Now if you consider the structure of a single vascular bundle, so a single vascular bundle, It is composed of, so this green colored part, that's called phloem. This pink colored vessels, they are xylem. There is no cambium here. These thick walled lignified cells, they are sclerenchyma cells. So this is the vascular bundle consisting of phloem and xylem surrounded by lignified sclerenchyma cells. So that is the structure of a single vascular bundle of monocot stem. So monocot stem vascular bundle or vascular bundle of monocot stem, it is conjoined. It is conjoined and closed. Right? It is conjoined because phloem and xylem, they are in the same bundle, they lie in the same radius. Since they lie in the same radius, it is conjoined. It is closed type because there is no cambium. So cambium is absent. So it is closed type. If you consider the xylem, the protoxylem is facing the center. Right? So here the larger vessels are metaxylem, the smaller is protoxylem. And this protoxylem is facing the center. That's why the xylem is endark. There is no clear-cut differentiation of pith here. So here certain parts like the endodermis, pericycle, pith, right? They are not prominent, or you can say they are absent here. So that is the simple structure of this section of monocot stem. So we shall revise this in brief. The outer covering is epidermis, which is composed of a single layer of parenchyma cells. So epidermis is composed of single layer of parenchyma cells. So it is the outer protective covering. Then hypodermis, it lies below the epidermis. It is composed of sclerenchyma cells. Right? So hypodermis of monocot stem is composed of sclerenchyma cells. Then the cortex. So below hypodermis there is cortex, which is composed of parenchyma cells. Then what you find in the cortex? So in the cortex of monocot stem, there are vascular bundles. So vascular bundles are scattered, right? So you can see that vascular bundles, they spread, right? They spread everywhere in the cortex. Now these vascular bundles, they are large in the center. So central vascular bundles are large. The vascular bundles which are at the periphery or sides, they are smaller. If you consider the structure of a single vascular bundle, now this vascular bundle, it is conjoined. This vascular bundle is conjoined and closed. So conjoined and closed vascular bundles are observed in monocot stem. Then if you consider the xylem, the type of xylem is so you find endark xylem because protoxylem is facing the center. So that is the structure or anatomy of monocot stem. So you may expect a question. Explain the anatomy of monocot stem or draw a label diagram of anatomy of monocot stem, or draw a label diagram of a single vascular bundle of monocot stem. So with this we shall conclude and we shall continue in the next video. Thank you.